Hello, sweet souls. It is DTO in the flow. Wishing you a beautiful moment and welcoming you live from Embody, Costa Rica. And currently, I am underneath our beautiful yogashala. A lot of you have been following my journey from the cornfields of Iowa to the coast of California and now to the banana plants of Costa Rica. We are in the Central Valley in a charming small town called Atenas. And today I get to talk about music and the power of teaching how you can go from tense to tranquil. And we're going to speak today with Sherrie Howard. And let me share a little bit about who Sherrie is. And I want you to know that at any time during this live interview, you can comment, ask a question. As always, sharing is caring. And if anything, you can just comment with an emoji so we know you're there. And if you haven't seen me before, feel free to follow me on my socials at DTO Music, as well as my website, dtomusic.com. And today we are going to speak with Sherrie Howard, and you can go to her website right below here at any time, sherriehoward.com. Who is Sherrie? Sherrie is a multi-talented international kirtan artist, 1,000-hour certified Kirpalu yoga teacher, nature guide, sound healer, and Indiana University Jacobs School of Music trained vocalist. Thousands of guests at Miraval Canyon Ranch and Kirpalu Center have delighted in Sherrie's unique blend of yoga, healing, and music. She teaches a variety of mind-body practices, including yoga, mantra, sound healing, restorative yoga, yoga nidra, chair yoga, aqua yoga, and other similar practices. During the past few years, Sherrie Howard has grown and cultivated her online skills as an online wellness entrepreneur and has successfully developed, marketed, and led 5 online mindfulness-based programs. Sherrie currently works as the online events manager for Grammy-nominated chant artist Deva Premal and Miten. In addition to leading yoga retreats, both online and in person, Sherrie has recorded and toured both locally and internationally with her own kirtan band, and with several of the most well-known chant artists in the world, including Girish and Johanna Beekman. She loves to share her beautiful singing voice in her classes and workshops. Music has been a part of Sherrie's life since she was very young, and she shares its dynamic and healing power with others. Sherrie empowers individuals to step into positivity, self-love, and balance. As a nature enthusiast and professional outdoor guide, Sherrie has guided and taught hiking, stand-up paddleboarding, and kayaking. In addition to shining her own light brightly, Sherrie loves to support others in helping to shine their light in the world. Let's lift each other up in love and light. That deserves a deep breath. Just want to honor you, Sherrie, beautiful soul on a roll. And without further ado, let's bring on Sherrie Howard. Thank you. Appreciate your presence. And wow, what a phenomenal bio and journey.
It really has been. It's a big journey. Lots of interesting life things and skills and ways of bringing people to peace in the world. So thank you so much for having me here. It's such an honor to be here with you in this space.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you in nature as I read about your nature guide skills and your connection to Mama Gaia, La Madre Tierra, as they'd say in Spanish, Pachamama, And it looks like you're in a beautiful setting. And it happens to be that I'm in Atenas, Costa Rica. And where are you, Sherrie?
I am in Nosara, Costa Rica.
Ah, pura vida.
Pura vida.
Awesome. So, everyone out there that's listening, I always jokingly say there's two types of people in the world. There's people that are Costa Rica curious, and then Costa Rica committed. Like they're in the pura vida. This is the lifestyle. And everyone else is like, I want to go to Costa Rica. I want to check it out. And so it's such a lovely country. The people here are just so warm-hearted. I think that's really, for me, what it's all about is recognizing the connection to nature and the beauty that inspires us all, right? Creativity flows when we're in nature. Ideas come to us. We get to channel what's possible in our world. And one of the parts that I loved is that you talked about self-love. And that's really important. I feel like when we're in nature, we can remember that. Like, oh yeah, I'm a soul making my way through the cosmos, and I'm on this beautiful, amazing, glorious planet. And I get to have these chapters of my life, and you get to have these beautiful experiences, as you said, and as your biography really exudes, like this diversity of what you've been through, and being of service and supporting and teaching. And so today we're going to really focus on, and I'll share with this everyone, there's a free online event coming up, and that is Monday, April 17th. And we're going to share more about what that curriculum is going to entail. And if you haven't seen this show before, it's a 5Q interview. So with that, Sherrie's going to help me out with her flute, and I'm going to help set that. We're going to do a drum roll. So if you're out there, play along with us. Okay. 5Q interview drum roll. Let's do it. Amazing. Yes, thank you. Glorious. Okay, question number 1. Here it comes, coming in hot. How did you discover music?
Wow. Music's been a part of my life since I was very young. I don't even really remember my first attraction to music. The first time I can really remember my connection with music is when I was really young. I would walk around my house singing. I would walk around my house singing that. So then, I'd just always been really drawn to music, to singing, to all different aspects of that. I find music to be very healing and very uplifting, and it really produces the whole array of emotions, period, depending on what kind of music it is. And so when I was growing up, I started taking voice lessons when I was very young. I have been in choirs for my most of my childhood, and even some into my adult life, and show choirs, jazz choirs, just so many different ways of bringing music into my life. I was in marching band and band. I played the saxophone. When I was in college, I took harp lessons for a little bit, and have had the opportunity to just have some really amazing experiences with music, which then when I started teaching yoga and learned more about mantra, I started combining mantra and music, and that's what led to this world of kirtan and the music that's been released in the world. So I love music. I love being able to share its healing power, and it's so sweet to be able to share and to be able to have this connection with the world through music.
Yes. What a beautiful gift. We get to have music. All right. So now that you got inspired in your life, then at some point, question number 2 leads into the conversation of then what inspired you to create, like to start playing music, different instruments, to possibly, of course, play your own style of music, play with other people, and also create the vision of what it would be like to follow a pathway in this lifetime of being a musician. So what inspired that?
I don't know. I've always been I've always been somewhat of a creative. It's looked different at different times in my life. One of the things I really love doing is just, I love creating melodies and making up little songs. Sometimes there's songs about my dog. And I'll just walk around my house singing songs about my dog sometimes. But anyway, um, I I just really want to be able to manifest something that holds a lot of really amazing healing power in the world. And when I started a lot of my musical creations, for me, like, lyrics are not my strong point, chord structures are not my strong point, but melodies are my strong point. And when I really became, involved with mantras, I started, as a yoga teacher, one of the things I started doing is I started chanting mantras to my students when they were in Shavasana. And if you're not familiar with Shavasana, it's the posture at the end of a yoga class when you lie down and you do absolutely nothing and you just relax and let go. And I really became inspired to create melodies around these sacred mantras and to keep sharing them with the world. So I I really enjoy the creative process. Sometimes what it looks like is, something will come to me. It's almost like it just flows in, and then I'll grab my phone and I'll just hit the record button and I'll start singing, and that can come to me at any time. If I don't have, my recording device with me, sometimes it's like the melody comes and then it goes, but if I want to keep it, a lot of times, what I'll do is I'll record it and then I'll rework it. And, it's a really uh, beautiful, amazing thing, this creation process. And it's sweet. And anyone can do it, really. I can't hear you.
I love that when you're in that flow state in nature and you feel inspired, how this world allows us to, you know, grab onto those. Actually, the verb in Spanish to record is grabar. So it's like you can grab a phone, you can grab your device, you can do like field recording. You could bring out a professional microphone if you wanted to. But I love that connection that you've made, because I know you're passionate about nature and you've been a guide and hiking and kayaking and paddleboarding and all these ways. And when ideas come is when ideas come. We don't know. And so I love how you're infusing your love and passion for nature into how musical ideas come, and it's this flow state you get to be in, and it's like, oh, I got this idea, and so boom, you get to record it. That's awesome. And how many of those recordings have become songs? Quite a few of them, or are they kind of in the archives?
5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on, I'm counting in my brain right now. 9.
Oh,
9.
amazing.
So yeah, I've recorded 9 tracks with Mark Kelso. Yeah. So
Beautiful. Yeah, and it sounds like that's like a beautiful process to be in, is to be integrated with nature and be in maybe a yoga class, maybe a meditation, or whatever it is that can just inspire us to generate
yeah.
additional creation. And that's, that's question 2, is sharing with us like what inspires us all to create. I mean, that's kind of a question for the ages. Where does inspiration come from? Where does creation come from? And it's beautiful how music can just like come into our beingness, right? And you're like, ooh, I have this idea for a song, or it's not even in the mind, sometimes it's in the heart. You feel something, you're like, ooh, how can this emotion be expressed through what kind of chord progressions, what kind of feelings? And I love that part of it.
Yeah. It's almost like it's channeled for me. Like it just flows through me and then it flows out, and there it is. Yeah.
I love that. Beautiful. And so when you get the channel and you get to express what you are here to do, because I know that this is your dharmic path. It's very clear. Then the third question I have is, how do people respond to your music? What do they say to you? What kind of testimonials have you received from people? And not only your music, but your teachings, your online programs. Like, how do people respond to you, Sherrie Howard?
A lot of people have given me the feedback that so I have a lot of really beautiful ambient relaxation tracks. Um, One of the things that really inspired me when I started creating the specific yoga music, like the specific mantra music that I have released, is being a yoga teacher and, wanting to be able to play music in class to really help to soothe and nourish and nurture my students. So when I started creating, music, I was thinking about, these longer ambient, like really beautiful tracks that that someone could use when they're in a yoga experience, when they're in a meditation experience, when they're looking to relax and let go, or just have a soothing experience. So a lot of the tracks that I've released are fairly tranquil in nature, and I've received a lot of feedback from people that my tracks have really helped to relax their whole being. They've helped them to sleep. They've really released a large amount of anxiety, in a large amount of anxiety within themselves. um, just a lot of really great feedback, and like, wow, your voice is so beautiful on this. It's really nurturing and amazing, and I just love your music, is a lot of the feedback that I've been getting from people with regard to that. Now I have recorded a couple of uplifting track, like a couple more like faster paced tracks as well, because I had been doing kirtan, um, for a number of years, and people really respond well to that too, like, invigorating, enlivening, sweet, um, all of that. Um, I'm seeing some really sweet things in the comments. Thank you so much.
We can share some of those too. Okay, let's see some comments. Thank you for streaming with us live. Sherrie's music is so tranquil and brings me to a state of calm instantly. Well, that's quite the feedback, because the question was exactly that. How do people respond to your music? So it's happening in real time, the power of technology. And then Sherrie has the voice of an angel. So lovely. Yes, thank you for commenting and sharing. We appreciate you. What a blessing. And so we're going to get into now your free online event that's coming up, and we'd love for you to share more about that, some details, and I'll share the screen so everyone can see what this looks like, the dates, and you can put this in your calendar, and you can go to sherriehoward.com and you can sign up. It's free of charge. So feel free to speak more into this, Sherrie.
Yeah, sure. So the event From Tense to Tranquil really helps you to, as we move through big, uncomfortable transitions in life, which happens to all of us, at different points. It's it's meant to help to share tools to help you to navigate those times. So I'll be sharing tools that help to release tension in the body, that help to release stress and anxiety, that help you to feel more of a sense of calm, that help to promote better sleep, and that really just help to nurture your whole being, so that when you're in the stress of these big transitions, these big life transitions that happen, I know that I've gone through quite a few of them recently. These are tools that, that I use and that you can use as well, to really help to bring you to more calm, to more peace, to more tranquility, to feel more at ease, even, when the waves of life are really intense. And life does that. It's wavy, right? There's ups and there's downs. There's times where it's more stressful than others, and I feel like the times when we're in big transitions are the times when we need these tools the most. And often it's a time when we can, often when we forget to use these tools. So it's important to be able to remember, to use these tools. And if you don't have, any of these tools, it's a time to be able to really dive in and learn to self-care, in these beautiful ways that I'll be sharing. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'll also be guiding a really beautiful music meditation in this session as well, which will be really nourishing and heartfelt and loving. And I'm really looking forward to sharing this time with you. Yeah.
So you can see here some of the aspects: guided music meditation, 5 tools you can use right away to transform tension into relaxation, community connection, which is a huge part of, I feel, where we're at this state and place and time in human history, is so much of us are like in this seeking and searching for connection. And so that's a big part of it. And then a way you can continue to move towards more peace and tranquility. And yeah, the invitation is to take the first step towards a whole new life experience. Yes, beautiful, tranquil sessions. And so these are the times for Monday, the 17th. So when you go to sherriehoward.com, you can sign up and see, your time zone, whichever time zone we're all in. And
One really important aspect too is if you're not able to make the live time, register anyway, and you'll receive a recording the next day that will be available for a week for you to practice at your own time.
Oh, that's very generous of you to do that. That's wonderful. Yeah, so everyone here, you can see, just put your name. I'm doing that right now. DTO, Dave at dtomusic.com. Show you how to do it, everyone. Boom. We're in. Love it. Oh, and then you have a Facebook group as well that people can join. Beautiful. Excellent. And so let's watch this video that you made that will share further of what to expect for the free online event.
There are times in life when people experience huge, uncomfortable transformations, whether it's a big move, a breakup, a loss of a loved one, a loss of a job, or some other really huge, uncomfortable transformation. These transitions can cause tension in the body, unrest in the mind, lack of sleep, depression, anxiety, among other issues. I know how this can feel. And just know that there is a way to decrease stress. Join me for a free online offering, From Tense to Tranquil. Learn how to release stress after life's big transitions. In this session, I will offer tools that you can use to help to release stress and tension and bring you into more calm and tranquility.
Hi. Sherrie Howard has helped me through her work and music to achieve new levels of relaxation and has helped me reduce anxiety and stress, hence helping me to develop a better emotional and mental state.
I feel that through her guidance and the community that she created and cultivated, it was very much a heart inspiring and opening experience.
This is my gift to you. I hope to see you there. Namaste.
So beautiful. What an amazing offer. And
thank you.
Yeah, and I definitely recognize, my own life. I can relate to having tension. And I feel like, especially in the last 3 years, we've all been through a pressure cooker of tension and stress and anxiety and not knowing what is happening next. At least the illusion of control got completely blown out of any sense of what you could expect from day to day. And so what I love is these tools that you're going to be sharing and teaching on how to release that stress, especially after these big transitions that are happening. And this morning, I had a really great conversation with Himalaya and a friend, Elisa, that was visiting us, and we're just saying like, whoa, what is going on? It's like there's this massive wave of energy that's happening for so many of us, and it's showing up in different ways. Obviously, it's shown up in your life in particular ways, and then it's called you forward into teaching and sharing and guiding people, and allowed you to step up into your own leadership. And I feel that that's really powerful, because some of us admittedly get into, we just want to curl up in a ball and be like, no, we can't deal with this. And there's times for that. We all are there at different waves. And I always like to remind myself and remind anyone that's watching right now is, life has its seasons, and we get to go through those challenges and those lessons that I trust are on the other side of that. And so I invite everyone to join this free online event with Sherrie, because, she has these beautiful tools and ways that she can invite in that, as they say in Spanish, tranquilidad, tranquilo, right? Tranquil. And to release that. And a lot of us, I feel, are confused and we don't know what to do, and we feel like we're alone. And I know that there's already been many people that have already signed up for this event. And we invite you to go to sherriehoward.com to sign up and, be a part of this beautiful connection opportunity, which I feel a lot of us are seeking. Anything else to say about specifically the event, Sherrie?
I'm really, really excited about it. I'm really excited and, passionate about sharing ways that, we can heal more, and sharing ways that we can manage and navigate these transitions that we move through in life. It's if we don't take care, of ourselves, it how can we, hold space for the rest of our lives, for what happens in our lives? And so it's super important for us as human beings to refill our own wells and to take care, it's important for you, out there, to take care of you, to take care of your heart, your spirit, your soul, to nurture your whole being. Because the more that you take care of yourself, the more that you nurture your whole being, the more peace and tranquility you'll bring into the world, the more you'll be able to hold space for the people in your life, and that will just keep going outward and outward and outward. So I'm really excited to be able to continue to share this type of healing energy, to share this type of self-care and self-nurturance. It's so important. It is so important. And I'm talking to all of you who are out there watching. You are so important. Love yourself. Treat yourself like someone that you love, and nurture your mind, your body, your spirit, your heart, and your soul. And I'm excited to be your guide on that for this event. Yeah.
Thank you for that. I received that. Yes. And I read it in your bio where it says that you love to support others and helping them to shine their light in the world. And that's exactly this opportunity on Monday.
Yeah.
So thank you for offering that. All right. We are at question number 5. So what are some closing words, advice, or wisdom that you'd like to share?
I think there's so much, there's so many things I could say. I think what I'll say is just be compassionate for your experience in life. Whatever it is that you're going through, whatever wave it is you're riding, wherever you are in the wave, whether you're at the low point or the high point or someplace in between, the invitation is to be present to each moment, to not miss any moment, and to hold compassion and love for yourself, and to do something today, whatever it is. It could even be 5 minutes, it could be all day, I don't know, but do something today to take care of yourself. because you matter. The world needs you. I can't hear you. I think you're muted again.
Thank you for
There we
that,
go.
Sherrie. I appreciate you. I was in a zone. I was like, yes, let's have compassion
Yeah.
for ourselves in this journey. And a lot of times we forget that we get to have grace
Yeah.
and enjoy the ride. And as you said, be present to all that we're experiencing and take in those moments. Like those moments, like get to like be integrated into our mind, body, and spirit. And if we're out there in our minds, or if we're, too distracted, it can really just pass us by. And so I love how when we get to have compassion for ourselves, it's a beautiful piece of advice. Then we get to have presence and we get to have gratitude. And from there, as your event is offering, we get to have a tranquil, relaxed, and more in flow experience in life, besides having the tension and the anxiety. So it's so wonderful. Yes to releasing stress. I think everyone would say yes to that.
Yes. Yes. Oh, one of the things that I want to share for the people who are watching this, because you know me, is DTO has an amazing catalog of music. It is awesome. Awesome. I've been listening to a lot of it, and I'm really looking forward in the future to collaborating and recording with DTO and creating some music together. So I'm super excited. So if you haven't checked out DTO's music, check it out. He has created a lot of really awesome playlists on his Spotify. There's an ambient playlist. There's, playlists that have like more like get you dancing and grooving and moving and all of that. And I've been listening to it a lot. And I'm so excited to continue this beautiful professional connection of creation and healing work in the world. And you're on Instagram and all the things too.
Yes.
All the things.
Thank you for the big shout out. Yeah. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, it's such a gift to and that's really how I have a theory in the world that all musicians, artists somehow electromagnetically find each other. And so the fact that Sherrie and I got to find each other and in this beautiful connection, and to, recognize like how it's like that 1 + 1 = 3 phenomenon. It equals infinity because anything's possible with that synergy. And I love that your voice is so beautiful, and the production style that I've been working on for so many years has like brought this possibility of your voice to be matched up with that, and then your vision of the direction that your music career gets to synergize. So everyone out there watching it happen in real time. So I'm grateful for that.
So be on the lookout for some things in the future.
Absolutely. So it's all happening.
Yeah. It is all happening. I'm so grateful for this connection. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for everyone out there who's watching, for all of you. And this is it's a beautiful experience to be connected to everyone.
Yes. Thanks
community
again.
You're welcome. Community is so important and uplifting and wonderful. And I actually was at Embody Costa Rica. And it's a really, really beautiful thing that you and Himalaya are creating there in Atenas. And the climate's awesome. We had gone there after a week in really, really hot Uvita, like really hot. Like I got all my hair braided. So because I couldn't, even having my hair touch my body was just like so hot. So to go up to Atenas right after that, it's just like the most comfortable climate, one of the most comfortable climates in Costa Rica. And so it was just really, really lovely. The Shala is beautiful. You're continuing to grow and expand that space as well, which is, it's amazing. It's just going to keep getting better as well. Yeah.
Totally. And as I said earlier, people are either Costa Rica curious or Costa Rica committed. And, we're committed to continually, bringing the magic and being guides for people that want to come. And as Sherrie's offered today, whether it's an online experience or in person, there's so many ways that we get to stay in connection and be in that flow. So we got some beautiful words coming in. You both are amazing. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you for that. And someone wrote, that would be so cool to hear your collaboration track. I can't wait for that. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Woo!
Appreciate that. So lovely. Well, thanks again, Sherrie, for sharing your light. And as
Thank you.
Obviously, it's exuding from your pores of that you are here to be a leader and a stand for other people's greatness, and for you to share that light within everyone that we all forget at times, right? We forget, we remember, we forget. And so for you to invite people into this beautiful offer, I feel is powerful. And so go to sherriehoward.com, everyone. Sign up as Sherrie offered. If you can't make it there live, you'll get a recording of it. And yeah, we're all going through big transitions in life, and change is constant. And so to have some support is very, very vital and important for all of us. So thanks again, everyone, for watching. Appreciate you, Sherrie. Blessings to you. All right. Mucho amor. Hasta luego. Pura vida, everyone.
Pura vida.